Isn't this like really, really old?
No, it's okay. The old ones had a magic secret ingredient called artful preservations. It makes them last forever.
Okay, I'll try one. If you try a wild pickle sandwich. Not bad. Do any of these come with pickled jelly filling?
I really hope not.
Sony has been banking on the Horizon series ever since it launched to massive success. We've seen sequels, spin-offs, remasters, and there is still so much more coming. What did surprise me though was LEGO Horizon Adventures. I never expected Sony and LEGO to team up on a LEGO video game, but it also shouldn't be completely surprising. Back in 2022, the two teamed up to release a LEGO set based on Horizon Forbidden West, featuring Aloy and a Tallneck. But apparently LEGO approached Sony to make a video game, which resulted in LEGO Horizon Adventures on not only the PlayStation 5 and PC, but also the Nintendo Switch. And after playing through the entire game, unlocking everything there is to offer, and getting the Platinum Trophy, I can honestly say I have mixed feelings on LEGO Horizon Adventures. Now, it's been a long time since I've sat down and played a traditional LEGO game. These games are one of those things where you either love them or you don't. It all depends on the game's theme. Basically, if you played one, you've sort of played them all. I will say this is probably the best looking LEGO game I have ever played. Every level looks like one giant diorama completely built from LEGO. It's like I could get the same LEGO pieces and build each environment myself, and I love that. That's how every LEGO game should feel. How the characters move, they move like someone is playing with a LEGO figure. They even have scuffs and scratches on them, which not only fits into the world of Horizon, but also the wear that can happen when you play with Legos. So as someone who grew up with Legos, I have that overwhelming nostalgic feeling of childhood. With LEGO Horizon Adventures, we're giving an altered, overly simplified reinterpretation on Horizon Zero Dawn's story. That was a story that had such a large amount of lore and some truly jaw-dropping moments. However, LEGO Horizon Adventures turns away from a lot of this. I can't expect a LEGO game to have every single thing the original did, but this is a story that feels second to the gameplay. The main enemies feel lacking, the danger and threat of Hades is rushed, and many side characters that made Horizon what it is are missing. You have a character like Silence, whose appearance doesn't really add anything, let alone he's unplayable, though it is funny watching him obsessed with being a DJ and playing house music for the village. Then there are those incredible moments, the first time you see a Tallneck walking and we have to chase after it. It's a beautiful, peaceful moment, and it reminds me of the time Ellie and Joel found the giraffe in The Last of Us. This all leads into how the story is presented and how the characters act, which we'll talk about in a bit. It leans LEGO Horizon Adventures into more juvenile territory than a game that's for everyone. It feels like a game made for children and their families to play. Not saying Horizon fans won't enjoy this, and I would recommend for anyone to play Zero Dawn first, but it lacks challenge and is too simple even by LEGO standards. I'm glad this isn't the same typical LEGO formula, but it also needs to have more of that. Environments are stunning, though there's not much to explore. Sure, you can go off the path a bit to collect studs or find chests for even more currency or alternate weapons, but the path is very linear. There are no collectibles, minus the gold bricks you find at the end of every level. No secrets to discover, not even any true incentive to use the other characters for their abilities. What's funny is how almost the entire original cast returns to voice their characters, and I can imagine just how much they enjoy this new approach. Aloy goes from being this serious, hardened warrior to a goofball who loves sandwiches, and for Aloy being someone who does care but also comes across as cold-hearted, it's a huge tonal shift. Tirsa is a compassionate leader, but here she's a sassy grandmother. Aaron is a brute of a guy and now has serious love for eating donuts, making donuts, and wanting a donut shop. And then you have Varl. In this case, he's a bit of a geek. He talks about comics and he wants to be a hero that he knows he can be. As the game goes on, you slowly unlock these characters as you meet them, but I can honestly say you can play through the entire game just as Aloy without the need for the other characters. Outside of different attack styles, Varl having a spear, Aaron having a hammer, and Tirsa throwing explosives, there's no reason to use these characters. LEGO Horizon Adventures doesn't have that massive, overwhelming character roster to play as like other LEGO games. A lot of those characters end up being pointless or the same, and people don't want to play as them. With a focus on such a small cast, there are more expectations. Unless you're looking for variety, outside of playing in co-op or completing certain community challenges and trophies, there is no need. This brings us to the main gameplay. After an attack on the village, it's up to Aloy to set things right. The village serves as the main hub, so over time it'll expand and it can be customized. So the more gold bricks you collect from completing levels and doing specific community tasks, the more you unlock. Not only items for the village, but a ton of cool and odd outfits. These range from items that fall into the world of Horizon, to some wackier and weirder ones from Ninjago, LEGO City, and Amusement. If you want to unlock absolutely everything, it's going to be a long grind. Not only to complete those community tasks for gold bricks, but also to grind for more currency because everything costs money. However, there is some charm to this. Dressing Aloy up in something she would never wear while walking around a village that has absolutely no theme whatsoever. It's just fun to experiment and let loose. Each area of the village opens up different levels. Here Aloy needs to rescue villagers, set up communication towers, and do whatever the story wants of her. Every machine looks incredible in LEGO form, and of course each enemy has their weak points for more damage. Typically the game will go from its linear traversal to open sections where Aloy needs to beat waves of enemies, and over time this becomes a bit repetitive. A few tall neck sections and cauldrons are thrown in, but it doesn't add much. There is a partial element of stealth, not really sure it works as it should, often it's best to just attack head on. There are bosses to fight, it does add some challenge, but ultimately it's that final boss fight which I think is the most challenging, and is what I expected the rest of the game to be in some form. After every area is finished, machine hunts are unlocked. Just like those trials from the original game, slide down the yellow rope and take down each and every enemy. And I really like these, but once you're done with them, they're gone. Now you unlocked a free play mode, and this takes you through levels randomly once again. Perfect for grinding currency and XP to level up characters and new upgrades, but it's here the game kinda just dies and there isn't much to do. LEGO Horizon Adventures has its fun moments, and I'm sure playing in co-op would have enhanced that experience, but I would not recommend buying this at full price. It's not worth $60. For that price, you could buy Astrobot and have a more enjoyable experience with more to unlock, more to replay, and get that much needed challenge. LEGO Horizon Adventures is too simplistic, and somehow feels like a downgrade from other LEGO games. I finished the game wanting more, and I can't say I finished on such a positive experience. Even with all of its charm, it wasn't a game that stuck with me after I was done, and I really wish it did. It'll be interesting to see Sony and LEGO team up in the future. We know another new LEGO set is coming based on the game, and probably more later on. Perhaps we'll even see a sequel based on Horizon Forbidden West. Maybe LEGO and Sony dive into other PlayStation franchises. There are skins based on Ratchet, Rivet, and Sackboy in the game, so just imagine seeing LEGO games or sets based on those. It would be interesting to see PlayStation celebrated in a different and unexpected way. What do you think of LEGO Horizon Adventures? Should Sony partner with LEGO on more of their franchises? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified about future content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.